The thing to remember about this is there's no size limits. So you have extraordinarily big men, and they are on a sawdust 12-meter radius round circle fighting. The idea is you grab hold of the shorts, the belts behind them, and you throw your partner onto the back. If you get him down on his shoulders, bout over. If not, various point systems. You have a weekend. It's a bit like sumo wrestling in a way. You have many bouts over the weekend. If you win either 6 or 8, the grand final. If you win that, you take home the star prize. Now, in a small event, it's going to be a sheep. But in the big event, it's a bull. Not much money changes hands, but it's obviously the pride, and it's a real Swiss mountain man sport. First started in the 13th century, well, according to pictures in Lausanne Cathedral showing these guys, and it's really come on since then.
And this weekend, Matt, one of the first major events of this Schwingen season, as we shall call it, is taking place.
Yeah, we have Bellenberg, which is a traditional, I suppose, season starter. It's around the back of the farm. About 2,000 or 3,000 people will come to the museum and watch this event also. And it's just a lot of fun. In fact, this weekend in total, I think there's going to be 9 or 10 festivals. So you have Bellenberg, you have Lucerne, Graubünden, Rasperswil, Thurau, right throughout the country. If you look at the rankings in Switzerland, there are actually 361 of these athletes.
I'm just laughing as I'm hearing you talk because, you know, it's something that I would, of course, I would never in my life aspire to. I don't weigh 150 kilos. I'm not 189, and I am a woman, so clearly I'm totally excluded. But I assume that there's a certain pedigree that comes with this. I mean, these guys. I mean, talk to me about the main athletes, the stars of this sport.
Well, Christian Stukli, he has over 100 victories to his name. And a tournament victory is when you've won the most points and you're the winner at the end of the weekend. There's another, Matthias Glaner. Matthias Glaner won the federal competition, a major competition that happens every 3 years. And they say in Switzerland, the king is not crowned. He has to fight for the right to be the king. And it really is, if you're walking through the middle of Switzerland, you are the main man, you're the main dog. It's a pure sport, and it's all about strength, control, and throwing. There's over 100 different throws in this. I suppose the major ones are the Brinza, the Burr, the hip, the short, and the skip. But the idea is to get your man on his back. When you get him on his back on the sawdust, you pick him up, and the winner always has to wipe the other one down. So it's a gentleman's sport amongst giants.
And this is also, you know, we're talking about the sport, but behind it, it's a huge business. I mean, you get thousands of people coming out to see this, right?
Well, 2019 is going to be the next. It's called the Federal Wrestling and Alpine Games Festival. It's going to be in Zug. Give you a few figures. There's going to be 300,000 people appearing there as spectators, 270 athletes, 4,000 volunteers and helpers. And it's actually quite expensive. The budget's around about 28 million Swiss francs. What is amazing, however, is about 15 million Swiss francs is brought in from publicity and advertising and sponsorship. If you're looking at the images, you haven't seen a single banner of any type of sponsorship because they don't have them. They don't have them on the field of play, but they certainly make up for it in the background in the entertainment area. For this actual made competition, there's about 50,000 people go in the arena. Only 2,000 tickets go to the public, though, because all the rest are for sponsorship and for VIPs. So it's a massive, massive industry, but actually hidden. The athletes themselves, they're supposed to be amateurs, but clearly they put a lot of time into this, and they sometimes get advertising contracts. But it's one of those Swiss things that is to give the image of completely gentleman amateurs, but there's a huge industry and a huge machine goes on behind it.